It does not matter. Just tell me something that sounds good. I don't care what it is. I'm not asking what I want.
Classic.
What do you want?
2,000 years later.
No, I don't care. I don't know. You're not hanging. Tell me what you want now. Well, then listen to me.
Yeah, he needs to understand he's not getting an answer, so he's got to make the decision. And if the decision is wrong, too bad, bro.
I miss you. When are you gonna come see me again?
Yikes.
Got him!
Who the f was that?
That was my cousin. You remember you met her?
You don't have no girl cousins. You have boy cousins only. Who the is that bitch? You only have boy cousins. You want to get fucked up. You want to get fucked up. When are you going to come see me again?
You haven't met her. It was my cousin.
So that was a lie.
You want to get fucked up?
No, bro.
You only have boy
Why does she
cousins.
have like no
Babe,
expressions?
it was my cousin. You haven't met her
You're
yet.
f***ing lying.
I
You
told-
have no girl cousins. You want to get fucked up?
No, babe.
You want to get fucked up?
No, babe. You do.
What?
Oh, that. Nah, oh, she's coming to my side. Look. Oh.
Corn level acting, bro. I don't know if it's those fake ugly eyebrows she had on, but she got literally no expressions. If this was a serious prank, it would have gone way differently. She absolutely would have messed him up, but I can tell, like, she's in on that shit. Come on.
Alright, y'all. I'm getting Bailey right now. What's fucked up is y'all always think it's me, gang. We was supposed to go get some food. She just got out the car and start walking. So I'm finna try to get her back in the car so we could go home, gang. I don't even want no food no more. Like, I'm straight. Y'all, look at this. Like, just look at this shit, y'all.
My God.
She just be trying and doing stuff, y'all. I don't understand. Oh, can you get in the car?
Come on, man.
Can you get in the car?
No.
Bro, I'm not finna keep following you all around, gang. Come on. Bailey.
Go ahead.
Get in the car, bro.
Leave me alone.
Y'all see what I gotta deal with, gang. Like, look. Where is she going? She don't even have nowhere to go.
The fact that she has nowhere to go means that she's doing it just for attention, and she wants to see him plead and beg. Usual narcissist BS, man.
She asked me, what do you like to eat tonight? I said, well, because you asked me, I really would like to eat pasta patate. Pasta patate? I don't like pasta patate.
Again. Again.
That's all you making me cook pasta patate?
Yeah, that's it.
I don't make you ask me, and I'm telling you what I like. I'm not telling you gotta cook it.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. You asked me what I like, I told you.
You know what, Patsy? You always want to be right.
There she goes. There is a right that is right,
Yeah,
and a right that
for
is
you
wrong.
it's right.
And her right is wrong.
This, children, is what you call a successful relationship, whether you like it or not.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, hell no. Brody, you need to get the hell away from her. God forbid you have a normal argument without your toxic girl trying to kill you. Nuh-uh, you deserve to feel safe.
One ear and out the other, just like your father. If I don't do this, you won't hear me. You hear what you want
What?
to. Is this registering? Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello? Is anyone home?
Bruh, chill.
Can you hear me?
This has to be a prank, dude. No way. If not, then that's no couples argument. She's the only one arguing. Also, just like your father? What do you mean by that?
I cheated on my husband of 14 years and lost him forever.
No shit, Sherlock.
This is long, but it's something I need to get off my chest. My husband, 36 male, and I, 36 female, have been together for 16 years and married for 14. We have 2 daughters who are 13 and 12. About 3 months ago, I cheated on him with my coworker once, and I immediately regretted it. To be honest, I still haven't figured out the real reason why I cheated. On the surface, the reason would be that my husband was too caught up with work for a couple of months and I felt neglected and unappreciated at times. I know that this isn't the real reason, so I'm trying to figure it out through individual counseling. I only cheated on him that one time and immediately told him the next day because I couldn't bottle up my guilt and shame. He was shocked at first, but then went on to call me the most horrid names.
Wonder what
I
those
deserved
were.
it. I deserved it a lot more than that. I don't even know how it got to the point of me sleeping with my coworker. It started with innocent flirting, and before I knew it, I made the worst mistake of my life by sleeping with him. I wish I'd gotten hit by a car the day before sleeping with him. I cut off all contact with my coworker and gave up my phone to my husband. I wanted to reassure him that I was willing to make this work on his terms. Whatever they were, as long as he would give me another chance. Even though in my heart I knew that I wanted another chance to prove myself.
What the fuck?
I told him that I would understand if he went through with a divorce.
I'll tell you the real reason you couldn't control yourself when your husband was working his ass off to provide more for your family, your 2 daughters, and you selfishly ruined all of that in an instant.
I told my husband that I would do anything to regain his trust and express my sorrow and regret for having hurt him so much. My husband has always been the type of guy to give a person only one chance. Even in his friendships, if the trust had been broken, he wouldn't give the other person another chance.
Oh, that's tough.
He
man.
said that he wanted a divorce, but then the whole quarantine thing happened and he stayed in the house for about 2 months and didn't proceed with the divorce. For the first month, he treated me very coldly, and the only time we talked was when it had to do with our daughters. I slept on the couch and tried to give him as much space as he needed, and only reminded him from time to time that if he ever wanted to work things out, I'd be more than willing to.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'd be more than willing to, and would be completely devoted to the process of him working things out. He even said some spiteful things during that month and distanced himself from me completely. During the second month, there was a change as he began talking to me again. We talked about the daily stuff and even watched movies together with the girls as a family. I felt like he wanted to try reconciling, and I was so happy. I was thrilled that there might be some chance to save my family, to save us. Eventually, through the next couple of days, I could sense us becoming friends all over again. He even invited me to sleep on the bed again. Oh, Jesus Christ.
No,
A betrayed spouse sent this story to me and told me that it was a proper atonement. Okay, so bear with me. Bear with me.
Brother, no, she literally got so lucky it was COVID, and he was forced to stay with her, so he was forced to talk to her, and now there's 2 ways that this could go. Either he has the more evil get back planned, or he's genuinely the most noble family man, willing to keep things going, and oh my god, there's no way this ends well.
A couple of weeks passed by, and we were getting along even better than ever. We were spending time as a family again and had gotten closer with each other as well. I felt really good about the way things were going, but I wish I'd suggested marriage counseling. I just didn't want to pressure him and have him think that I wanted to sweep this situation under the rug, or I was trying to influence him to not divorce me. One night, we were drinking a bit, just talking in the bedroom, and I felt a genuine connection rebuilding. It felt like we were falling for each other all over again, and it made me so happy. This is the part I regret now. I decided to make a move on him and straddled him while we were laughing at a joke. We looked each other in the eyes so naturally. I began making out with him. It honestly felt like we were 20 all over again. He kissed me back as well, but after a while, he just started crying. He told me to stop and said that he couldn't. I felt so awful because I felt like he wanted to but didn't at the same time. It broke my heart directly to see how badly my stupid decision had hurt him. I told him that I was sorry and we went to sleep. The reason I say I regret doing this is because I feel like this moment pushed him away forever. 2 days later, he informed me that he wanted to go through with the divorce.
It's payback time.
He said that he just doesn't think he could make it work even after trying for the last 2 months.
Yeah, no.
I wanted to
shot.
fight with him about it, but I just told him I understood. We
What?
had already decided before that if a divorce was to happen, it would be on fair terms. Sure, we'd both have lawyers and we'd agree on a lot of stuff together. He wanted to take a 2-week trip, but he would come back to pick up the girls after his trip. We both mutually agreed that he'd split the time with his girls after his trip. They would spend half of the week with him and the other half with me.
She felt like fighting him on it. Are you serious? Literally zero right to do that. Woman, Jesus, the entitlement after you cheated. Good on him for realizing the divorce was necessary, even though he realized that in the worst way possible, but he needed to be free from her.
I even helped him pack up his stuff, and we finished. I just bawled my eyes out, and we hugged it out. After his 2-week trip, he came back, and it felt good seeing him again, but I knew it wasn't the same. He just smiled, and we made small talk before he took the girls. We're both really good parents and want the best for our kids. Today, I got served divorce papers. It hurts so much to know that I lost my best friend because I was stupid. You were starved for attention.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Not stupid. Sometimes I roll over to his side of the
Definitely a
bed in the
little
morning, and I hate how I don't feel his body there anymore. I miss his smell, his smile, his voice. I miss him filling up the entire room with his loud, adorable laughter. I miss him so much. The thing that hurts me the most is all of this is knowing how badly I hurt the person I love the most. I wish I could go back in time and undo what I did, but I can't. So now, here I am, writing about it on Reddit while crying when there's nothing that I can do about it. I wish I could let him see I wish I could let him see for himself what I genuinely feel in my heart about how sorry I am and about how I would be the most devoted wife ever if he just gave me another chance. To let him know how much I love him and that I literally would do anything for him. I fucked up the most perfect thing that ever happened to me. I wish I could get him back but I know that I lost him for good.
I think the only credit that she's going to get is for taking accountability. I think other than that, you have to live with the consequences of your actions, which is a crap ton of regret, unfortunately. Where was all the missing him when he was slumped in work for a few months? You really don't know what you have till it's lost.
I remember vividly the day that she broke my heart. She didn't answer for about 8 hours. I was like, yo, I don't care. I don't give a f. I don't want to be with her. 3 days prior, I told Jake I don't even want to be in a relationship. I get home, I'm by myself, I get a text message, basically ending it. The moment I saw that text message, my heart dropped. I go into survival mode of, let me try to save this relationship because I really love this girl. I have a college basketball game the next day in Manhattan, and I jump in the car and I call her. She answers and we're talking. And I don't think she knows that I'm in the car, and I'm trying to figure out why she's feeling this way, why she's trying to end it. I get onto the Throgs Neck Bridge. I tell her, yo, I'm 30 minutes away. She lives in Jersey. She basically says, don't come. I don't think it's a good idea for you to come tonight. I don't want to see you. Text me when you get home. And at that moment, I hung up the phone, called Jake. I was crying as I was talking to him, went home, went to sleep. Couldn't sleep that night. Probably slept about 2 hours. Got a college basketball game the next day. I wake up, and you know the moment that you wake up from feeling some type of trauma, it's the first thing that hits you because now you snap back to reality. I get on the bus to go to my college basketball game, and we're there early, so we're sitting on the bus 45 minutes early. I keep telling myself, don't text her, don't text her, don't text her. And I have no self-control or no self-discipline, and I send her a text, simping. And now I get into layup lines and workouts for a college basketball game, the sport that I dedicated my life to that I can't even focus on because
Jesus
a girl just broke my
Christ.
heart. I don't even put my warm-up on. I sit there. I don't do any workouts, any warm-ups, nothing. I sit there with a blue t-shirt on, and I go back to the locker room 5-6 times during warm-ups
checking my phone to see if she answered my text message.
Your livelihood at that age is the most important thing. You can never let women like this affect your life after it's done, or at least have the focus to put it off till after you're done with more important stuff. Doing it over text as well, she's just disrespectful. She was as disrespectful as possible.
Coaches in there writing on the whiteboard of the game plan of what we should do to win this game today, and I keep going and checking my phone, and I don't even have a fucking sweat on my body. And he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I just gotta check something. And internally, I can't even think about basketball right now. The only thing I want to do is see a text message with her name on my phone screen. She never texted me. And I play the basketball game. They're scouting me, and they're all in my face guarding me 94 feet the entire game, and a kid is nose to nose with me, picking me up 94 feet, and I headbutted him in his face, and he fell to the floor, and they called a foul, and he got up, and he got in my face, and I said, "Yo, I'm not the one, not today. Not today. It's the wrong day." I had a terrible game because I wasn't there mentally. We lost the game. I got changed and I got out the locker room as fast as I could, and I got to the elevator to get to the bus. And the one kid on the team that we didn't really get along, we never did, he looked at me and I had fucking tears in my eyes. And he's like, "Yo, what's going on?" And at that point, I had nothing left to hide. I said, "Yo, my girl broke up with me." And he said, "What happened? You cheated?" I said, "Nah." He said, "What happened? She cheated?" I said, "Nah." I said, "She just, I guess she just outgrew me." I had no idea what was going to happen. And I sat in the elevator with me and him, the one kid. We beefed every day in practice, about to fight. We didn't like each other, but we always kind of respected each other. I cried. Just me and him in the elevator after a college basketball game, and I was sitting there with tears in my eyes. The next 6 months after that was terror. I sat in I did Uber and I did DoorDash every day because I just wanted to be with someone. I wanted to get out of my room, that all the memories were in my room of me and her. I tried and tried, and I would have took her back, and she never came back.
Not even a text back after that night? She was definitely cheating. I don't know about you guys. She wanted to get out from way before. He did as well, but it was like a couple days, but she has definitely been thinking about that if all she gave was a text. Don't even call it simping. You were fighting hard, and she'd already given up on you. That's why you can never give up on yourself. The one person he confided in was a guy that he didn't like at all that much, but just that respect took him there. The respect that maybe their relationship didn't even have. Did she send you to sleep there, or did you get mad and go there? Wow, she switched up real fast. You gotta remember, you're on the same team. Sleeping in different rooms for one night isn't doing jack to solve the problem.
Happier couples don't argue less, but they know how to argue the proper way. They don't attack the person, they attack the problem. Conflict in a marriage or any type of relationship is inevitable. You're going to argue, you're going to have conflict. But when you can make a discussion about a negative experience positive, then you will reach a solution to the problem. But anytime you have a negative experience talking about something negative that happened, you're gonna have a negative outcome.
Yeah, it sounds easier said than done, obviously, but this really is how you argue while minimizing any hurt caused to either of you. People love blaming the other person, but it's so much more productive to just work together and do as less of it as possible.